My name is Eric Lisi. I'm an associate broker with Great Southern Land, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the Reserve at Lakeside Farms. The Reserve at Lakeside Farms. Nestled nicely in a quiet part of South Montgomery County, Alabama, this magnificent legacy property has it all. 369 stunning acres of some of the most beautiful woods you have ever seen. A lovely 3-bedroom and 3-bath main lodge with a large covered deck, perfect for entertaining. A large raised fire pit steps from the main lodge makes the ideal place to unwind after a day of hunting or fishing. In addition to the main lodge, there's a guest cottage, ideal for hosting larger groups, or it would also make a lovely caretaker cottage. A large covered party pavilion and a covered boathouse with 3 boat slips and a fishing dock. Just north of the main lodge is a barn with power and water and 1 open bay for parking tractors. There's also a recently completed multifunctional event center that is approximately 5,000 square feet. This event center has been used for weddings and hosting sporting clay events. It also makes an excellent place for inspiring and productive corporate retreats. A traditional 5-stand, a wobble course, and an incredibly unique high course. The high course has 50-foot tall concrete poles with trap machines on top of the poles. The traps can be lowered and raised as desired. The current owner even had a lighting engineer design a stadium lighting system so you can shoot at night. While the improvements are impressive, the wildlife on the reserve is the crown jewel. This high-fence property is unique because it was grandfathered in years ago, allowing for the presence of non-native species. Living at the reserve are strikingly beautiful black bucks that are incredibly fast and athletic and make excellent table fare. There are numerous fallow deer in many different color phases, axis deer, giant whitetails, and massive elk. There was a 400 class elk that was harvested last year. There's nothing like hearing an elk bugling September through November in Alabama. The quail hunting is exceptional too. Several quail courses are laid out amongst the spectacular pines, reminiscent of an authentic southern quail plantation. The 22-acre lake has been intensively managed for years, resulting in some of the best fishing anywhere. The reserve at Lakeside Farms is not just a secluded paradise, but also conveniently located. Situated just 5 miles east of Interstate 65 and a short 15-minute drive from the Montgomery Regional Airport, it offers easy access to major transportation hubs. I would like to introduce the current owner and his son and hear from their perspective what makes this legacy property truly special.
This property is unique. It's not a huge high fence, but the variety of animals that we have, from elk to fallow to black bucks, axis and whitetail, and they can all coexist and mingle together. But what really makes it unique is that the axis and the black buck are considered not native species. So you don't see a lot of that in the state of Alabama. In the state of Alabama, it is I think it's illegal to hunt exotics, but there's a couple of properties. If you had animals that were on the land before 2004, I think 2004, 2006, then you were grandfathered in. And this property is grandfathered in for that. The first year we had the property, we had a 400 class elk that we let one of our friends come shoot, and it was an experience he wanted to do for all of his life, and it brought joy to everybody to watch him. It took him like about 6 days to do it. He came thinking he could do it in one afternoon, and he realized, you know, once he was going after a particular elk, it took a little while, but he finally got it, I think, on like the 4th day. So a preserve basically allows us to hunt in October through March. So it gives us an extra month in the front and an extra month in the back. And in doing so, we can have hunters come, and so long as they have an Alabama state license, they don't need any other kind of license to hunt here. And then if you're out of state, it's only a $10 license since we are a preserve, to hunt quail. But what makes it unique, or what makes my favorite thing, is wing shooting. And so the property has a lot of different terrain to it. It has some native grasses, some open areas, has some pine thickets, which add a little bit of challenge to the hunt. But low volume, we just enjoy getting out there and watching the dogs. We have a lot of different kind of dogs. We have, you know, the large Munsterlanders. My son, you know, basically trains those, and we have Vizslas. So it's just watching all the dogs work together, and just to watch them point and shoot. That's the fun part about it.
Quail hunting on this preserve is pretty special compared to a lot of places in this area, because all the growth is natural. We burn a lot. So we're not hunting big, wide open fields. It's more like it naturally was probably 40 or 50 years ago.
Besides hunting and fishing, we love to shoot clays. So we made the property with 3 courses on it. We have just a traditional 5-stand. And then we have what's called a wobble course, which is a little bit unique. We sort of made that up, but it's got we're a fence at 50 yards, and you basically have to break the clay before it leaves the fence. In addition, we also have a high course, and a high course is pretty unique because I haven't seen any like it, where we have 50-foot concrete poles, and we have 4 of those, and we have the trap machines on top of those poles, and the poles, the traps can go up and down on the poles to be anywhere from 0 to 50 feet. So it adds some unique challenges to a shooter that likes to shoot high birds like ducks or pheasants, and it sort of mimics that. So the lake has been managed for a long time now, and we just tried to continue that. We get the lake shocked every year, and we have fish biologists come out and tell us basically how many fish we need to bring out of that, how many pounds per year. So we try to maintain that, and we have fish anywhere. Our average is probably 16 or 17 inches, and they go up to about 9.5, 10 pounds is the largest that we've caught off the lake. So one of the neat things in the fall, starting in September, is the elk start bugling. And so just to be anywhere on the property and hear the bugling, it's very much like turkey hunting. You can hear a turkey from, you know, a mile away. You can hear these elk from, you know, at least a mile away, and it is very loud. And it's just a very unique experience when you're anywhere on the property and you hear that. And they do, it's a mating ritual that they do from anywhere between September and stops around the beginning of November. So the property has a lodge and a guest house on it. And the lodge sleeps, I think 7 or 8 in the lodge, and the guest house sleeps about 6 or 7 also. But it's just so nice to have a place to come to, whether after you're hunting or fishing, just to come and have a full kitchen and just relax inside with all the amenities that you would have at home, but just to have a beautiful place to come to after you hunt.
It's special because you're 20 or 30 minutes away from the city, but it feels like you're 1,000 miles away from the city. You don't have a lot of city noise or city lights. You can see the stars at night. You just get a feeling that you're nowhere near anybody else. But at the same time, you know, you're not too far away to grab decent food, and you have, you know, really cool locals that that you get to meet around this area. So it's the best of both worlds.
Probably some of the things that I love the most is just how quiet it is when you come out here. It's very peaceful. You can come out here and fish, just go for a nature walk, but it's just so peaceful. You get out here and you forget about work, you forget about all the other cares and worries, and it's just something that you just puts a smile on your face every time you think about when it's time to come to the farm.
In summary, this legacy property indeed does have it all. A charming main lodge, guest cottage, sizable outdoor party pavilion, barn, multifunctional event center, 3 sporting clay courses, a 22-acre trophy lake, 3 slip covered boathouse with dock, spectacular woods, quail courses, elk, fallow deer, blackbucks, whitetail deer, axis deer, turkey and ducks. For a tour of this magnificent property, please call me, Eric Lisi, at 334-657-6707.